We are on chapter 19. The heading of the chapter is, the name of the chapter is Gulliver in the Land of Little Men. A very famous story it is. I hope you have heard about this Gulliver's story. It's very interesting. Okay. So, we will read the chapter and we will explain to you what it is. Once an Englishman named Gulliver was traveling in a ship beyond India. Once upon a time, a man named Gulliver, an Englishman, traveling in the ship beyond India. Then what happened there? Suddenly his ship struck a rock and broke into pieces. So suddenly what happened? His ship was struck, came hit on a rock, and his ship was broke into pieces. Only Gulliver escaped from death. Only the person who was escaped from that particular incident was Gulliver. All the others have died. So all were drowned in the sea. Gulliver was a good swimmer and managed to reach an island. So only the particular man was escaped from that tragedy was Gulliver, and also he was a very good swimmer. So because he knew swimming, he escaped from that and he reached in an unknown island. So what is in the first paragraph? It is telling, once upon a time, a man, an Englishman called Gulliver, was traveling in a ship with many others, traveling in a ship, and he was beyond India. Suddenly his ship was struck on a big stone and broke into pieces. Only the Gulliver escaped from that ship. He knew swimming and he was a good swimmer, so he managed to escape from that sea and he reached in an unknown island. Understood now? Okay, the next paragraph. After the long swim, Gulliver was tired. He lay down on the soft sandy beach of the island. After swimming, he was so tired. And what happened? He was so tired, he lay down on a soft sandy island. So he reached, I was telling you that he reached in an unknown island. So because of swimming, he was so tired and he lay down on that beach, on the sand, on the mud. Okay. He slept for a long time. Because of the tiredness, what happens? When we are also tired, what do? You sleep, no? Okay. So he slept for a long time. He did not know what was the time even. When he woke up, he found that he was unable to move his legs and arms. They were tied with the leather strips. Okay. So when he was awake, he did not know what happened. So because he was so tired, he slept off, and while as he was awake, he felt that his hands and legs were tied up with the strings. Okay. His hair, which was quite thick and long, was also tied. His hair also was tied. You can see it in the picture. So beautiful it is. You see that the Gulliver is laying on the sand and how he was tied up with a rope, with a string. And his hair also was so thick that also they have tied up with the rope. And with a few minutes, he heard a strange sound near him. A strange sound. What's the strange meaning? Unexpected or not knowing. Okay. One strange sound he heard near him. Then he felt something moving along his left leg. Slowly it came up to his chest. When Gulliver looked up, he saw a little man not more than 6 inches with a bow and arrow in his hand. Behind him came up hundreds of other tiny men like him. They all had bows and arrows in their hand. So when he was, while he was sleeping, after the sleep he got up, he saw that he was almost tied up. His hands, legs and even hair, it was tied up. And he did not know what is happening. With a few minutes, he heard some strange voice. Some men were speaking. And how the men looked, they were very small ones. How much inches it was? Only more than 6 inches high. So they were very tiny ones. You can say that it is like an ants. They were moving. And that what they had? Each person's had with their bows and arrows. Already they are very small, so you can imagine how the arrows and the bows. That also might have been very small. It's very nice to see and you can imagine how it looks that people, very tiny ones. So interesting to see them, isn't it? If we get a chance, or if we see the movie and all, I think you can see that in that Gulliver's in Lilliput. So you can see that how they looks like. It's very tiny ones, like ants. They move. Okay, slowly came up to his chest. They can move around on his chest also. They can walk on his chest also. That much tiny ones. You can see it in the picture even. And each one had the bows and arrows in their hands. And hundreds of tiny men like them. So many of them. They had the bows and arrows in their hands. The next paragraph, Gulliver was greatly surprised. Gulliver was so much surprised to see such men. He might have been seeing this first time. A tiny ones, no? He can take on his hands even. Hands, no? They can walk on his hands. That much small ones. Okay, he shouted aloud and pulled his arm free from leather strips. He just shouted, and he was a strong man. He just shouted and freed from the leather strips. The 100 of tiny cords broke, and he moved his legs and arms. 100, just he was shouting, and he stretched his arms. The cords, with the rope which they were tied him, was broken. Okay, that much strong and huge man he was. The hundreds of tiny cords broke as he moved his legs and arms. This frightened the little men who were around him. So by seeing this, such a huge man, the tiny people might have seen him first time. Okay, so they were little scared what it is. Okay, they might have thought, no. So the little men ran back in fear, and from a distance shot at Gulliver with a number of little arrows. So they were little frightened to come near to him. They went so far, and they were shooting with that small arrows and the bows. So they were shooting with that arrows. Did anything happen to Gulliver with that arrow? Such a tiny one? Nothing happened. Because Gulliver is a very huge man, and his body is also very strong and very well built man, and nothing happened with that arrows. Okay? So they were so small that they did not hurt him. The Gulliver, the arrows could not, the arrows did not hurt his body. It is written here. So nothing happened. So all the more the little people were so frightened, scared of what kind of man they might have thought. The next line, now Gulliver was feeling very hungry. He had not eaten since so many days, you can say. Yes, his ship was broken into pieces, and he was swimming to the island, and he reached there and he slept maybe many weeks or maybe. So he was feeling so hungry. Now how to communicate with them? He doesn't know the language. How to communicate with those tiny men? He had not eaten for many hours. He could not speak the language of the little men. And also he was unable to speak the language of the little men, the island men, the small ones. Okay. So with his hands, he pointed that he wanted food. He might have been doing the actions. When we feel hungry, you tell your mother, please give me something to eat. You speak in Hindi or neither in English or whatever language it is you speak, and they bring, okay, something to eat. But this Gulliver was unable to speak. He might have showed some actions also, isn't it? So with his hands he pointed that he wanted some food. After some time, the tiny men understood that he was asking for food. So they understood somehow anyway, thank God that they understood that what he was speaking. So they gave, what did they bring to eat? For it to give to the Gulliver. Soon they placed a ladder against his side and he carried a basket of food to his mouth. The tiny people unable to reach his mouth. They put a ladder and he climbed on the ladder and reached his food up to his mouth. They brought a lot of mutton and loaves of bread. Lot of mutton and also loaves of bread. They were so small and so little that Gulliver finished the food within a few minutes. Was it enough for Gulliver what they gave? No, it was not enough. So tiny people eat very little food, but Gulliver wants a lot of food. So that was not enough for them. And what did he do? He finished within no time that food. They brought many barrels of wine and they rolled these over his chest up to his chin. Wine also they brought and they gave. Okay. With great difficulty they poured the wine into his mouth. Gulliver asked for more food and wine, but they could not. But they had no more food left. The little men were greatly surprised to see the amount of food Gulliver ate. After some time, the little men began to run all over his body and Gulliver soon fell asleep. Though they gave a lot of food, okay, so that much food was not enough for Gulliver and he was going on asking more and more, but there was no food enough left. And what happened finally? The little men were running over his body and maybe playing or whatever it is, we don't know. And after some time, slowly he slept. Soon he fell asleep. It's a very interesting story and I hope you have understood the story of a Gulliver. He reached one fine morning in an unknown island and there the tiny people, how they were treating him. That's the whole about the story. And when he was hungry, they reached some wine, bread and mutton. That was not enough for him, but somehow they have reached up to his chin and poured the wine also. And he was asking again and again food, but there was not enough. But the little people running over his body, after some time, he fell asleep. That's all today. Okay. Next chapter, we will continue with this chapter. The next class, he will be, what's the homework for you? You will be reading the chapter. I will be giving the question answers for you. You write it down in your fair copy neatly and learn it properly and prepare for the annual exam. Okay, students, thank you for listening.